What is up, planner friends? And we are back. This is going to be my classic planner. It is all set up, so I wanted to do a full flip through and kind of talk over my sections before you guys see this in use. You probably will be seeing this video probably June 1st. It's towards the end of May right now when I am recording it, and I've already got some videos slated for like the last 2 weeks of May. So I just can't fit it in anytime. So you'll probably see this June 1st because I am going to do a plan with me, and it's going to be with this planner. So there will be two social media plan with me's in the month of June, because I'm going to do one where I'm using this classic size, which is what I use for YouTube. And then I also use the A5 spiral for Instagram and TikTok. But my YouTube, I kind of need more space for video ideas and everything like that. So I decided that next year I want my social media planner to be a classic size planner. So I've pretty much got it set up. And the only section that I use in here right now is like where I have my undated weeklies and where I have my YouTube stuff. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm gonna say where I got all the inserts from as well, but if you see something and I don't mention it, just drop me a comment and I will gladly let you know where I got it from. So my cover set, the black cover set, this is from Jane's Agenda. It is a snap-on cover. I am obsessed with snap-on covers. They are less bulky. I can kind of use whatever size disc I want to use, which is one of my favorite things. So these are the speckle disc in 1.5 by Cloth and Paper. So then I have, you probably have already seen this floating around because I believe I posted it to a YouTube short. This is a Jane's Agenda dashboard. So this is two dashboards and they are sold separately. So this was a dashboard that was in the April subscription box, and I have it layered here with like these red pumps. I thought that this was like so fierce, so boss. So that is why I wanted it to be my front cover, and I honestly do not think I'm going to change it for a while. So the theme of this planner is pretty much like red, black, and white. So I thought that this was perfect for the front cover. And then I have my 2026 calendar at a glance. It is a bottom tab, which I love. I've been obsessed with like bottom tab systems, or bottom tabs period. I've been flipping tabs upside down, page finders upside down, everything to create those bottom tabs that I like to have. Then I just have some clear dividers, and I have my first section labeled as Instagram. This dashboard came from Jane's Agenda, and I'm pretty sure you guys already saw me unpack the the content creator extension pack. I keep on wanting to call it the social media pack, probably because that's the title there. But these were a part of the content creator extension pack by Kell Plan. Then I just have some brain dump pages, and these are by Jane's Agenda. So I use these to kind of say, how I want to flow things sometimes, like make sure I check my DMs, share to my stories, schedule daily content. Those are just like my 3 non-negotiables of like my daily or like my weekly like check-ins with Instagram. Then I have my TikTok section, and I have the French word vellum layered over the camera that is in black and white. Like I thought that this was the perfect set of dashboards to pair together, and then I also thought it was the perfect set of dashboards to pair with the TikTok section. Like I thought that that was very cute. And my TikTok section, so I have, these are inbox inserts by Cloth and Paper, and what I generally use these for is samples. As you can see, samples. So I made these headers myself. I was going to buy some script stickers, but guys, I have a Cricut. enough said, right? Exactly. So I didn't order them. I went ahead and just printed. I think I printed maybe like one full sheet of these because I have sticker paper. I've got a regular printer. Like I have all the things to make my own stickers. So that is what I ended up doing. And I just kind of have my headers or my columns as received, filmed, edited, captioned, scheduled, posted, or refundable, because not every TikTok sample is refundable, but most of the samples that I get are free. I do not pay for TikTok shop samples. I request free samples, and if they get sent to me, they do. If they don't, then on to the next sample. This is a dashboard also from Jane's Agenda. And we are still in my TikTok section. So then I have the collab tracking insert from the content creator extension pack. I also have the partnership project insert is front and back from that pack as well. And then I just have some paper. I had some Happy Planner Classic paper already, so I just filled it in. And then we are headed to my YouTube section. This is probably one of my favorite sections, probably because I am currently like in it, right? I'm using this classic for the YouTube section right now. I'm not really using the TikTok or Instagram section besides in the TikTok area where I am tracking my samples. All of the scheduling of my videos still happens for TikTok and Instagram in my A5. But when it comes to YouTube, it is all in here. So I have this one. It says, "Hold on to your vision, Jane's Agenda." And it is layered with these gorgeous velvet theater seats. Like, how good does that look? I know. When it comes to a planner, your girl can put some things together. Seriously. I do not know how long I will be in the red, black, and white theme, but I am just loving the like dashboards at the beginning of each of my sections. So honestly, I don't see me refreshing my classic anytime soon. Like, at least not for the next probably 2 to 3 months. I don't think I know I'm not refreshing it in June for sure. And July, I don't know if I'm going to refresh it or not, because like I said, I feel like the dashboards that I picked, they just pair so well together, and I'm just obsessed with looking at them. So I got some monthly calendars. These were from Made Paper Co. And these were for 2026. And I believe I ordered these on Amazon, and I think they were like $8.99, of course, because a lot of companies are going to have their dated inserts on sale if they still have them. Some companies don't have 2026. They may have like half of the year. I know a lot of companies do like that mid-year start where they start some in July. They go through like 2027 December, and then later on in the year they'll release like the entire 2027 as a standalone, because I do have some new layouts that I want to try. But I also am firm in finishing a planner. So I do not want to buy inserts like from July to December, because I know I'm not going to use them because I'm using another planner. But these are the Made Paper Co. inserts. And let me see. I can show you guys this calendar. So I pretty much on the calendar schedule out the videos. So I pop them how they're going to land, and then I have some videos that are now stagnant to my channel that appear. So of course, from the planner to the plate, my weekly meal series, that is a every Saturday experience. That's a every Saturday video. So I kind of have that already there, and then I kind of go in and fill in like the rest of my unboxings when I do my plan with me's and my Pocket Plus when I go to work. And then I have like 3 transparent sticky notes, and these move from calendar to calendar, so I always know I need to add in the Jane's Agenda sub box. And I actually just was supposed to write sub box, but I was thinking about June, so I wrote the word June on here. And I normally do that in like week 4, sometimes week 5, just depending on when it arrives. And then my cloth and paper sub box, it generally falls in week 2 or 3. And then I just have one that says move to the following week, just in case, say if I write something down And I also use erasable pens in here as well. So say if I write this video down and I haven't filmed it yet, I may say move it to the following week if I did an order and something is coming before that I want to push out. So that's why I keep my little move to the following week little sticker. And like I said, I move these 3 from month to month. So let me show you what a undated, what like the month generally just looks like. So here is November. This is what it looks like. The month on 2 pages. You get this little writing section down here, which that is where I track my subscribers. I am filming this video before before May 31st. So that's why it doesn't have anything there. But when I started the month of May, I hit 170 subscribers. By the time you guys see this video, I will possibly be at 300. I know when I checked it today, I want to say I was about 270 or 280. So I'll probably be at 300 by the time we hit June. So as always, thank you guys. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for coming, talking to me and all the things. So let's head into my next section. So, also, the back is just lined paper. So on the back, if I do any shorts for the month, I fill the shorts in on here. I really just leave the calendar for my long form videos. The shorts, I just write them in on the back. Then I have this work poem. This is also from Jane's Agenda as well. And then I just had some series notes. And this is my that paper that I said that I already had for a classic planner. This is, now we are headed into my video scheduling section. So this dashboard is also from Jane's Agenda. I believe it is still available. I know, again, I'm filming this video and I am filming it on May 19th. So there is a warehouse sale coming up later on this week. So by the time you guys see this, I do not know if this will be available in the size you're looking for, anything like that. But if you are interested in it, please check out Jane's Agenda because that is where this dashboard is from. And then here I have my video ideas. So these again are the inbox inserts from Cloth and Paper. And I, again, did my videos. So all of this, I use 1 page per sheet. Let me say that first. So I did my headers, filmed, edited, description, schedule, posted, date. So sometimes the date may be when I posted or the date may be when I came up with the idea. And then sometimes I fill in the date. Sometimes I just scribble in the section. So these are the inbox inserts from Cloth and Paper. I have June content on the back, so I cannot show you that. But this is what it looks like. And I just have probably about 4 sheets in here because, again, I'm using 1 per month. So, the front was for May, the back will be for June. And I don't mind that there is, about 7 or 8 columns left. I'm okay with that. I'm not wasting. It's not if it was half the page, then I would draw a line through and just put the next month or use a header sticker to put the next month. But that is how I use the inbox inserts. Then we go into my idea section. So here I have the creative bundle by Cloth and Paper. And I kind of pulled out the sheets, how I wanted them to flow. So this was the pretty much cover of it. And it also came with a monthly calendar. If you check out my Cloth and Paper sale haul videos, you will see these in there because they were in the sale section. So they have these project inserts. So let me tell you how they go together. So let me go back to, I can show you May because I don't want to show my June content yet. So on here, when I did planner to plate, from the planner to the plate, when I came up with that series idea, I wrote the title on here and then I wrote all the weeks ending so I can make sure that I remember to film it. And then I used one of these sheets. I do not have it in here because I actually was using the other side for something else, but I pretty much write on here. I'm not really the focus. But the time frame, it was a weekly series. The focus was meal planning, and it really wasn't a project name. So I kind of just put the title of it here. And then I kind of went through to make sure that I stay on track during the video and what I wanted to, like, kind of like my notes on the video. Because if you watch my Planner to the Plate series, you know I talk about, you know, shopping your cabinets, shopping your freezers before you sit down to make your grocery list, so that you know what you have and you aren't going to the store buying things that you already have. So that is how I use these project pages. It's 2 per page. So I have quite a few. I have quite a few of them in here. And that's just how I use them. And this creative bundle also came with like a client sheet that looks like this, but it's all one area, which again, you guys know I'm a sucker for making the insert work for me. So I put the project ones in here first. And then once these run out, then I will use the clients ones, and I'll pretty much do the same thing. I will cut that page in half, draw a line down it, and then I will go ahead and change the headers just to make sure I can still get the same use out of it. Because again, one sheet I can walk through and write down 4 video ideas, you know, in depth, like my video notes, because sometimes I do keep a sheet that you guys like do not see over to the side that has like my notes on there, or like kind of like my talking points a little bit, like, hey, make sure you know, talk about using the ingredients in your freezer. Make sure you talk about why you meal plan. So sometimes I have notes off to the side, and it's generally this sheet of paper that is off to the side with me, because like I said, my focus, weekly meal plan, time frame, and I just put like when the video occurs. So if it's like a weekly video, I write that here. My plan with me's, that's why that sheet is not in here, because going forward, it'll be kind of like 2 plan with me's per month. It'll be my one for my A5, and then it'll be my one for this classic size planner, because I didn't want to make the video super long. So I figured if I could make, you know, 2 25-minute videos, that would be better. So that is how I use these inserts. And again, these were from Cloth and Paper. They were in the sale section. They may or may not be available. They may be available in like a smaller form, because I also have them in my A6 size planner as well. So then let's go. So now I have in the ideas section, I have a top tab for TikTok ideas. So I just have this dashboard. Again, it is from Jane's Agenda. I know that this one is no longer available. Then I just have some of the lined paper because I really just need to like say what I want to do. I don't need to use the other project inserts, because to me that's like more in depth. I can kind of scribble it down here what I'm trying to accomplish on TikTok. So then I have my affiliate section, and I think I took everything out. So I have my affiliate section. So this is another gorgeous layering moment. This vellum and dashboard are both from Jane's Agenda. The vellum is available. The dashboard is not, unfortunately. I'm sorry, guys. You might can find it in like one of the D-Stash groups. But this layers well together, and it says we cannot become what we want by remaining what we are. And I thought that that was a nice quote, and I love this picture. It has a lot of texture that you can see, and then it has, excuse me, the flower on the back. So then I have a few pages from that content creator extension pack, defining my why, my mission statement, and then my social media tracking. So since I am tracking YouTube on the monthly calendar, I will not use this until 2027. 2027, it is front and back. So I would do TikTok and Instagram on one, and then I would do probably YouTube on the other one. If I decide to use it, I do like the idea of tracking it on my monthly calendar, but I also like it. I also like to see it in this affiliate section as well. So, you know, maybe brands normally, you know, email you. They don't normally call you. And if they've emailed you, they probably already checked out your social media. But I do like to have stats on hand when brands call. I, you know, can pull out this notebook, make notes, you know, talk through some things and stuff like that. So I probably will not use this paper until 2027 for sure, because it is already June and I am not wasteful. So I am not going to not fill that in, or I could start it for June and just change these ones to 2027. But I would rather it all be 2027. So again, I'm going to track probably TikTok and Instagram on one. and then I will do YouTube on the other page. Then you get a year of content. This is another page from that content creator extension pack. So if you have like campaigns or anything, or if I know I want to do like monthly refreshes to my mini size planner. So if I have a theme, I'm going to go ahead and write the theme here. I really only do refreshes on my disc bound planners, my ring bound planners, which is an A6 that I use daily. Sometimes I change the dashboards. Most of the time it's just simple, because that is for like my, that's for me to show like how I'm using a weekly layout. So the dashboards and things don't have to change in there, but I really do change everything in my disc bound systems. So if I, think, okay, for June, for instance, you guys are getting like a sneak peek, sneak say, because for June I'm setting up like a travel planner in a mini size. So of course those dashboards are all gonna be summer. They're gonna be bright, they're gonna be fun, they're gonna be vacation, beachy themed scenes. And then for my mini that I use for my home, I'm gonna either do like, I'm torn between what cover I want to use, because I have acquired so many snap-on covers just like this from Jane's Agenda that I really like. I cannot decide what color I want to use. So like I said, I know for June I'm making like a travel planner, because I am going to, like, my travel is about to start. So the coming of the June box could not have made a better debut from Jane's Agenda, because like I said, I am getting ready to start vacation traveling. I travel every week for work. And like I always say, there's always after 5, because I'm always going out. No matter where I am, I'm always going out, exploring the city. So that is kind of what you can use a year in content for. If you want to focus on certain campaigns, if you want to do certain themes, like I know December, I am not super big on like Christmassy stuff. So Sorry. It is because my birthday is in December. So I like to do like birthday theme, dashboards and stuff like that. Especially because I use a Hobodichi weeks. That is my like everyday bag planner, right? So in there, I may do a Christmas theme the week of Christmas. That's it. But the rest of the weeks in December, I would do like a birthday theme. So here, for December, I could say, like for my classic or my HP mini, it's going to be very holiday-ish, right? It's going to have some Christmas decorations and, dashboards and stuff like that. So this year in content can be used in a lot of different ways. And then there was like this calendar format as well. So when I saw Caliber Plans use this, she was pretty much mapping out her content for the entire year. Which this, I could use it for TikTok. Not really for TikTok. I mean, I could use it for YouTube, but I kind of already do this on the monthly calendar in my YouTube section. So I'm not quite sure how I would use this. I may use it to track something across all of my social media accounts. So of course you get the whole year. Then I have a password tracker. So this is for, again, the companies that I am affiliates with, where I can pretty much track and view my own sales. I just have a blank one in here because I pulled it out. But these are, I believe, the older password tracker sheets from Cloth and Paper. So I just write the website, my username, and my password. And I just have 2. And I really could probably do 1. I don't know. I just have a thing of like putting like 2 sheets. And then for my contact sheet, so this is where I write some people that I'm affiliate with, some companies, I have direct contact with like the owner, right? The smaller shops, I have direct contact with the owners, and that's like who I deal with. But some of the other bigger companies, like we may have like an affiliate manager or a specific contact that we contact for affiliates. So I kind of write that down. And like where it says like address and stuff, I generally write where the company is based out of. And then in the notes, I may write like what the time zone is. That way, if I'm emailing them, at my Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m., is that 5 a.m. for them? Is it 6 a.m. for them? So in the notes section, I kind of write down the time zone. And for the address, I write where the company is based out of. And I'm probably going to take this one. I'm going to take this one out because, again, I only need one because it's front and back. Hopefully next year, it'll be 2 and 3 password sheets in here. If you know, you know. So then I just have some plain paper again. Then we are moving into my payout section. And I pulled out my payouts, so I'm okay with showing. This is another dashboard from Jane's Agenda. Sorry, I don't know if it's available. I don't think it is. Then this is also another sheet of that content creator extension pack. So if you are interested in it, make sure you go check out my video, because I did a unboxing and talk through how all the pages. And as you can see, I kind of broke the pages out. Like, you don't have to keep it in all one section. I put, you know, the IG content scheduling and idea, I put that in the IG section. This is the track your earnings page, so I have it in my payout section, and that's just front and back. And then also I have my Jane's Agenda inserts in here as well, and these are commonplace inserts. So it has, this is like the front page, so it has the topic, the page numbers, this is like the key. And I just love the feel of Jane's paper. So on here, I generally will like give each brand a section, and then I will write out how I am paid. So some I'm paid, you know, direct deposit, some I am paid PayPal, some I have to cash out on my own. Like TikTok, I have to cash that money out on my own because I'm not to that level of the creator that gets like the auto deposit, because I don't go live or anything like that on TikTok. I just do like my TikTok shop samples and sales and things like that. So I use this sheet to kind of write down, you know, where I am being paid by said company. And I'm trying to see how many sheets in here because, you know, I love to take sheets out. So that's going to be 3. That's going to be 4. I have to leave it. Then we have my dailies. So again, another gorgeous Jane's Agenda moment. All gas, no brakes. I believe this is available. Hopefully, if you want it, your size is available. She does only do disc bound, so that is going to be mini, junior, aka half letter, classic, which is what I am showing, and then letter size, which is, I believe, 11. I think letter size is 11 disc. Letter size is like huge. But this is another laptop, and it's just the laptop by itself, and I just paired it with the all gas, no brakes. I thought that would be good. This says daily, but it's more like a weekly. So let me show you. Like, these were some, let me just flip to the back. So these were some happy planner pages that I already had. So I'm using what I have before I open my new ones. So Jane does have a undated weekly layout that is exactly like this. I think it just may not have this here, like where it has the days. So I do have those in classic size as well, but I wanted to use up these happy planner pages. So I pretty much will just go on there. This is one that I use in April, and this is just how I used it. And then since I do not, so this is what the back of the page looks like. So you're supposed to have like this look together, but I do not use this page as its intent. So to double up, I pretty much made it another weekly on the back. So you can get you some month and date stickers. So I pretty much turned the back of this. This is, again, what it originally looked like. And then this is what I made it look like to work for me, because I wouldn't use the back how it was intended. And honestly, you see, some days I don't even fill it out. I was actually out of town all of these days, but I had already did like the layout, and it really just would have been a check off box for me. But I had already had like a check off in my other section, so I just used that because I had already written some stuff on a post-it, and I never went back to fill it in on here. But I would just fill in what I am writing, and then you guys know I love my erasable pens. So like, I know on Friday when I came home, I did the Forma bundle. So I would just, you know, do that. I know I did a Erin Condren unboxing, which you guys will see. I didn't do my Curves Tote. I didn't do my Bare Bones unboxing. So it's like, I know I still have to do these videos. It's only Tuesday, so I haven't really been in it yet. I just started vacation this week, which is like a staycation, because I'm just going to stay home, relax, probably go to a spa, do a few things, hang out, you know, with friends and family. Kind of got a busy week this week. Again, you guys are seeing this video on June 1st, but this is the week of May 18th. So I have an extremely busy week this week. So this is, like I said, how I turn the back of it into a weekly to use it for me. Then, of course, just keep on going. I have plenty of dates and time stickers, so I didn't put a May on here, but I know it's May, so I may not, you know, I may put a May on there because I put a May on here. I put a May on there, so I may go find a May sticker and put it right there, but this is what this week is looking like. I haven't filled it out yet because I was pretty much brain dumping all my ideas, and then I'll fill it into here. But this is how I turned the back into another weekly. So if you do have like some undated pages, you can definitely do that if you're not going to use the back as intent. And then also, if the back is bullet journal style, you can just use some big box stickers, put 5 on a page or 7 on a page if you do things on the weekend, and you can go ahead and fill it in. But this is what it is looking like this week, and that is pretty much the end. I have a pack here, this pocket, I believe, maybe cloth and paper, I don't even remember, but I just have like my stencil, and I have like some date number calendar stickers in here, and that is the end. That is how I intend to use it. Like I said, I'm using it right now for like the ideas and that little daily section, because that daily really just refers to the YouTube videos. It's not like my TikTok stuff in there. And you know, I'm using my YouTube section. So that is what we have. That is how things are looking. This will be my social media setup for 2027. Like I said, I am obsessed with this front cover, so I actually like to leave this like out on my desk just like this, so that when I'm coming to, you know, do my content ideas and things like that, I see this gorgeous dashboard when I open my planner. And that is it. That is how my social media planner will be laid out for 2027. Like I said, I'm using the YouTube and like the ideas section now. TikTok, I'm just tracking the samples, but I'm not doing anything in the other sections. But I have it all set up so that when 2027 does come, I know I don't need to worry about, oh, I need to set up my social media planner, because I do use a few planners. And I don't want to have to go through all of that and figure out how I need to set it up, what I need to do, you know, buying all these things. I'm kind of already ready, and especially using like undated pages, making them your own, using them the days and weeks you need them. Maybe you don't need them every week. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you guys really liked my classic planner setup. I thought the color scheme was super cute, and as you can see, I do clearly like red. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it so much. And happy June, because again, you are seeing this video and it is June 1st. When this video is going to be uploaded. If you are new to my channel, welcome to the Celeste Edit. You have made it to a great place. You are going to find all the cute planner accessories, and not only do I buy the nice things and, you know, cute accessories, aesthetic accessories, I use my stuff. I am not one to let my stuff sit around and catch dust. I am a girl that's like, use your things. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week.